on, guys? It's your boy Jean from Team Wrecking Dude, and I'm coming at you with a paleo deck profile in link format. I used to play paleo back when there was no links, and we all know how paleo is really good. But I made a bit of modifications, and now with Starboy coming out and all that, it'd be much easier to summon things. But for now, without Starboy or Proxy Dragon, which is coming out I think tomorrow or Friday, I think this deck's pretty good. I've played it a couple times. It kind of loses against Masterpiece, but still, if you can stop the Masterpiece, this deck can compete very well. So let's get into it. So for the main deck, we have 3 swap frogs, standard frog ratio, so 3 dupe frogs, 2 Ronin totems for the frog ratio. This is one spice that I like to put in. It's amazing draw power. I play the spellbook engine. So I play 2 blue boys. If you haven't realized, blue boy is a level 2 water monster. So level 2 you can XZ, but also you can pitch off swap frog. It's actually really good. You can bring back with Toad. So it's actually really insane. And then I play 2 spellbook of knowledge for the draw power, and 2 spellbook of secrets. And for the spells, the end of the spells, 2 desires, because it's desires. This deck loves desires. Now for the traps, so for the paleos, I play 3 Dynamiscus, Karma Cut. Amazing card. I love it to death. 3 MSTs, because it's that good. So since it's link format, I didn't like the fact of playing 3 Book of Moon. So I decided to bump up the Morellas, because they're just like an easy way to get paleos into the grave. So I play 3 Morellas. I play 2 Linkoli, because when you activate desires, bringing them back off Linkoli, or just bringing back any dupe frog or anything, is just amazing, and I really love it. Unless you open with it, but yeah, the chances are you're most likely going to plus off this than you are going to neg. I play 1 Book of Moon, because it's good, but I rather not play it, because links, right? You can't book a link monster. But I really like this card just for stopping problematic. So if they summon a link monster, I know like in Zoo, if they summon Mrs. Radiant and then they summon their Zoo, you just Book of Moon it, right? It's good. That's it for the paleo traps. I play 3 Echoes Greed. Sorry about that. This card's amazing. On Saturday I played locals, and I finished with I opened with 2 Reckless Greed, the spellbook engine, and desires, and by my turn I had drew 8 cards off the Reckless's desires and the spellbook engine, which is pretty nutty. I really like the card. I play 2 Lost Wind, because it's just really good. It's like a strike in my opinion, and it halves the attack. It gets rid of so much stuff, and you can reset it. It's really good. For protection, I play 3 Storming Mirror Forces and 2 Wabakus. I didn't want to play Quaking again for links. I'd rather play this for bounce back to hand. Wabaku is just an easy way to get your paleo chains. This is another card I really like that just came out, is 2 Heavy Storm Duster. This card is amazing, because most of the time when you're playing paleo, you're going to be activating your traps on their turn, or you're going to be activating stuff most of the time on their turn. And this, the only cost of this is you don't conduct your battle phase. So if you activate the card on your opponent's turn, well, you don't have any cost, and you just destroy 2 of their spells. It's actually really good. I really like it in the deck, and it's an easy chain. I really love it. Then I play, so this is a bit wackier, because I was low on space, but I play 1 Warning for the Draco matchup, because you really don't want to see Masterpiece against this deck. 1 Strike. I would maybe bump this up to 2, but I think this ratio is pretty good, and 1 Anti-Spell. Now, why do I play 1 of these? First of all, it's tough on space, and you want really those traps to get your paleos going. But this is really good if you open with this, and you want to side it, of course. But this card, if you open Anti-Spell and you open all your paleos, you're pretty well running. This deck hurts a lot of decks. This card, sorry. The 1 Strike, because it's strike, and I might bump this up to 2. I'm not 100% sure in the Warning, because it's that 1. So that's it for the main deck. It's 42 cards, I'm pretty sure. Now for the extra deck. So of course, our best friend Totally Awesome. 3 of these. I played 2 Animal Cares. This card is actually really good. It saved me a bunch of times, and it's I really like this card. And then in my opinion, this card is, to start your plays, is pretty much the MVP. I play triple Opobina. This card's amazing. You search a paleozoic, and then you can activate them from hand, which is pretty nutty. And then play one cat shark. I didn't want to play two because it's linked, so you can't summon more than two. And like, you really want this card out if you're going for game. If not, you don't want to bring this out unless you really have to, right? One Sky Cavalry. This card's good. It comes up sometimes, not as much as it used to, but it still comes up. One Yugioh Phoenix, of course, to enable OTKs. Like, I remember if you open... So basically, a good play is if you open your Frog Engine pretty good, you can summon Deco Talker with your Frog Engine, and then you can use your frogs to summon Yugioh and Toad. And that's pretty much game. You have a 33 Deco Talker, a 3K Yugioh, and 22 Toad, so it's pretty good. I've done this multiple times, even with links. And then for the links, so one Deco Talker, since we don't have Starboy, right? So it's what you do what you gotta do, right? It's actually not bad. Like, I like it because the tribute effect's still pretty good, and it gains a 33 beater is pretty good too, and the two links. Now I play this. These are hard to summon, but they were things that I just needed to put in as jokes at first, but they still came up quite a bit. So Firewall Dragon. This is just basically because we don't have Proxy Dragon, so if you really want the extra links and you can make those extra monsters, well, at least you got the two extra ones. And some people have suggested this, but Topologic Bomber Dragon. This card's actually really good. It takes 4 like Firewall, but you get the 3 arrows. And you can basically just nuke their board. It's pretty insane if you can get this out there. The deck profile, I hope you guys liked it. We just moved to the city. We're going to try to post way more content on the channel, so give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, share, anything. Give some love, guys. Alright, peace. Stay moist, my dudes.